This is the Tarot Tea Leaf and Oracle forecast for the month of October 2019. You will see that for each section of the reading, I have a reading for the first half of the star sign and the second half of the star sign. The first half is for those of you born in the first half of Libra or Scorpio or Sagittarius or whatever, and the second half is for those of you born in the second half of your star sign, because there's a very definite sort of collection of energies at the moment huddled at the beginning or in the second half of the star sign. So I've had to change the format of the readings to make them a little bit more accurate. I hope you enjoy it. If you'd like a personal private reading or those incredible soulmate readings, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via my website. You will see. So Taurus, let's read the tea leaf cards for those of you first that were born in the first half of your star sign. So you get the younger man, which is dealings or relationship with a younger man. Grapes, time to go out and have fun. Parrot, someone will gossip about your secrets. And bread, a period of prosperity and abundance. What I see here for some of you, maybe a lot of you, maybe even all of you, who knows, is you're going to have a relationship with a younger man. There's going to be a younger man involved in some kind of relationship. You're going to have fun with this person, whether you have with them in specific, a man younger than you, or whether he is somehow involved in the fun that you are having. People are going to gossip about you, but you know what? You couldn't care less, because you are entering a period of abundance. It's prosperity, abundance, you feel good, you're having fun, you could care less what everybody else is saying. In fact, your attitude is probably going to be they are envious, and you may very well be right. Okay, now those of you that are born in the second half of Taurus, for October, you get mice, discord among friends or family, owl, good advice from a wise person, haystack, karma, you reap what you have sown, and the coins, money, will be coming to you. So your story is slightly different, but it has the same kind of aspects to it. So your discord or your problems or your challenges or whatever it may be comes from friends or family. There's someone within your family or in with one of your friends, a group of friends, there's somebody within them that is now challenging you in some way. But you're going to get good advice from somebody. Someone's going to tell you how to deal with this situation. This is a fated situation. It comes up because of something that happened in the past, a situation that transpired in the past that is now sort of the end result of it. But once again, you have a money path opening up for you, so your eye is probably going to be on that income, that more income that you could possibly be getting. So ultimately, no matter what part of the Taurus you were born in, beginning or later, you end up, all of you, by the end of October, looking at more source of revenue, more income, more material things coming your way. Your challenge or your that's something which you sit with in the month that could be a little bit of a challenge to you. It's just a bit different for the beginning of Taurus and the end of Taurus. Ultimately, the end of the month, though, your focus is on more earnings that will be coming into you in some way, or more material things that will be coming into you in some way. So I'm going to read what it says on the Romance Angel cards for those of you born in the first half of Taurus for the month of October. It says flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So the story that unfolds here for you is keep it light this month. Keep the energy light, flirt, have fun, do the things that you love to do in October, and you will overcome some kind of shortcoming that you see in relationships. Whether you're looking for relationships or you're in a relationship, you feel something is lacking, so you go looking for it within a relationship. You feel something is lacking in your life, so you look for it in your relationship. But now in October, if you have fun and you flirt and you really just do the things that you love to do, you suddenly discover that whatever was lacking within your relationship or lacking in your life that you look for in your relationships will just disappear, because you will find you are fulfilled. It's just in the process of doing what you really love to do, and by keeping it lighthearted and flirting, that you're going to discover this. Now, those of you born in the second half of Taurus, you get romantic feelings, engagement, and getting to know each other. So your fulfillment comes in the month of October by, if you're single, you pursue some kind of connection that you felt with somebody. And whomever this person is, there is the distinct possibility that this relationship can have long-term prospects or potential. But you're going to have to get to know them better first, because it's a case of perhaps when you first meet them, there's an attraction, but you're not sure about this, or there is an attraction, but they're not your type. Whatever the case may be, it's as you get to know each other better that you realize what the full potential of this relationship can be. And it's by really spending time with one another, talking to one another, doing things together, that you discover this. Now, those of you that are in relationships, you can rekindle that romance, that connection, that resonance with one another. You can deepen the bond that you have with one another by actually doing the same thing, by doing things together, by listening to your partner, by questioning them out about things, about being interested in them and their lives. And they're going to be doing the same. They will reciprocate once you start doing that. And once you've done that, that is when you are going to discover that there's a true resonance between the two of you, that maybe this relationship can be taken to something much deeper. In fact, some of you may be getting engaged very soon, those of you that are born in the second half of Taurus. Now, the tarot cards have a look at what's really going on here. What is this all about? So for those of you in the first half of your star sign of Taurus, in October, you get the 8 of Water and the Intuition card. The 8 of Water says about being the attitude of gratitude. That's what that card's all about. That is actually learning to, or looking at, or realizing, or recognizing that what you've got is wonderful. If you take a closer look, it's brilliant. If you take sort of account of what all you've got in your life, you suddenly realize, you know what, I've got something to really smile about. Like this person in this tarot card is really grinning, and all those chakra points are lit up. Do you see that? So it's a case of perhaps where you felt there was shortcoming, or something wasn't fulfilling you, or something wasn't measuring up to it. You take stock in October and you realize, hang on a moment, I've got a lot. This is wonderful. You also realize by just trying to get more that it's not necessarily going to fulfill you. Fulfillment, and they say this so often, comes from the inside, and so often we think, oh, yeah, right. But in October, you get to see that. You genuinely get to experience that. And the intuition card speaks about trusting your gut, going with your intuition. It's going to be nudging you on this. So obviously situations will come up that will bring this to your attention, that what you have is really wonderful and you can be grateful for it. It doesn't mean everything in your life is that, but there are definitely things in your life that you can be grateful about, that are wonderful, that if you look at them, you'll think, wow, that is amazing. And your intuition is going to be prompting you as to what that is. So the situations and the people and everything that crops up in October is bringing you to that realization. Now, they say once we reach the attitude of gratitude, the energy we put out there attracts more of the good stuff. So that's probably ultimately what's going to be playing out here. But I think that's going to roll out in the next few months, attracting the good stuff. Although you did get the abundance card, didn't you? So it probably starts rolling in very soon, if not immediately. Now, those of you that are born in the second half of Taurus, you also get an 8 card, but you get the 8 of Fire and the 4 of Water. Now, the 8 of Fire talks about transmutation of negativity. And the 4 of Water speaks about being honest with oneself, about taking a good look at yourself. But what's interesting here is, it's not a critical look at yourself. It's a good look at yourself and realizing, wow, you know what, I'm worth it. I'm lovable, I'm wonderful. Yeah, I have my flaws, I do. Who doesn't? But you're accepting of them. And when we are accepting of our flaws, when we don't make excuses for them, okay, that's not what we're doing here. We're just looking at them and we're saying, this is how I am. This is what I am made up of. I'm composed of all these different elements and aspects. Some are brilliant, some are not so brilliant, some are wonderful, some, well, maybe they're not so great. But this is the whole of me. we look at it very clearly with clarity and honesty, that's when a lot of the feelings about lack, anger, disappointment, hurt, all that kind of thing, that transmutes into other energy. It transforms into something entirely different. So that is kind of your path in October. The theme for all of you is a kind of change in the energy. It's a change in the way you feel that happens for you in October. And obviously because of that, that's ultimately what life is about, how we feel. You will see life itself changing. And like I said, all of you had abundance, material abundance starting to come in for you, or a path in your case for the second half of Taurus opening up for you that will bring abundance into your life. And it comes via you looking at yourself and your life with clarity and seeing it for what it is and actually just being very accepting of it. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.